break it down. That young son, he wanted everything. He didn't want to listen to nobody. But if y'all got kids, y'all know what I'm saying. They don't want to listen. They done did everything, know everything, but ain't did nothing. Don't know nothing, but they want to tell us. You know, and that's all over the world today. You know, and he had to be broke down to poor, nothing. Looking around, the servants had more than he had. And at that point in time in his life, he realized, I can't do this by myself. He learned that he didn't have all the answers. You know, he needed some help. You know, his father, he let him go on and make his way because his father gave him a good foundation. And if we give our kids a good foundation as fathers, when they do have their problems, they will come back because it's just like a house. If you put it on a foundation, it will be there. If you don't give it no foundation, it's going to crumble. But when he realized he had made all these mistakes, and he wanted to go back home and ask for forgiveness. But his father didn't chastise him nothing. He took him in like a father would because it's still his child. Regardless of the wrong they do, they still our child. Now, if you turn your back on them, what do you think the people in the street gonna do? Because they're not gonna have their back. Well, after he realized everything he did, and he knew he had did everything wrong, he went back home begging for forgiveness. He didn't ask for forgiveness. He was begging for forgiveness. He knew he had sinned, and he was just glad to be back in the graces of his father. And my thing about this, we got kids out here. There's a lot of things going on out here, and you see the killings and all. I'm not blaming no one, but if our kids had a better foundation, if the fathers were there for the kids, to teach them right from wrong, how to be a man, pull your clothes up, have respect for people. You know, don't put yourself in the situation if you don't want to be part of it. You know, instead of looking at them, not saying that they help them. It don't matter if you don't know them. Say something to them because they need guidance. Every kid don't have a father at home. But it's nothing wrong with a man speaking to a child, just trying to help him or mentor him. He don't have to be your child. You know, it takes a village to raise a child. And we are the village. So let's do our part and just help them. Don't talk about them. Everybody, that's what we all talk about. Do something for them. Because the kid's supposed to be the future. The future don't look promising. Y'all see the same news I see. Kids shot down, kids with the sagging pants. And we got to change somewhere. I mean, and church, what better place to change than the church? You know, just like they just said, you still got your joy after all you've been through because you're in the church. That foundation of the church is like a rock. The good and the bad is still here. It's still here. When you done went through all the trials and tribulation, myself, I don't know about you, but on Sunday, I look forward to Sunday morning. If I don't come to church on Sunday, it's like my gas station. If I don't come and refuel, I'm going to run out of gas before the week is out. That's the way I feel about church. No, I'm not here all the time. I do still work, y'all. I got a family, I got 4 kids. But I still have my joy after all this. And a father, people want to stand up and be a father. Part of being a father is you doing the struggling, just so your family can make it. The man is supposed to take the brunt of all of the problems. But that's all I want to talk about today is fatherhood. I see kids walking the streets. Kids, every time I turn the news on, I mean, it's always somebody shot, something. But like I said, some of this shooting is part of our fault too. Now, we got to stand up and take the blame for it. Because if your child is out there in the middle of the night, he got his pants hanging down, and he don't have no kind of respect at all, then that's what he gonna get, no respect. Because in order to get respect, you have to give it. And that's the number one problem today, respect. Respect. And I can't emphasize on that enough, respect. People locking the door, black people always talking about people locking the doors when people come by because of respect. You looking like you're ready to take something, be pleasant, smile, speak to people. It don't hurt to speak to nobody. You know, instead of frowning like you're ready to take everything they got, that's why they scared. And leadership skills. Teach them something where they can lead. They don't have to always follow. We need leaders in the world today too. No, everybody can't lead, but somebody has to. I'd rather lead. I'd rather lead. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is how to be a man. You know, just because you bring a kid into the world do not make you a man. That does not define man. It is so many single women out here today that is unreal. Some of them by choice, some of them because they just had a sorry man. I'm sorry, that's the way I'm gonna put it. I didn't have a father growing up. When my kids were born, I had two choices. I could turn away and not be a father, or I could put all my drive into being a father. I chose to put all my drive into being a father. I chose to do that. Now, it haven't been easy, but I wouldn't give up the struggle for nothing in the world. When I look at my kids and see what they accomplished, I would not give it up for nothing in the world. They don't have to say nothing to me. I get joy just looking at them. It was worth the struggle. Heartaches, pain and suffering. It was worth all of it. And I don't have much more to say to you, except Happy Father's Day to the men. Happy Father's Day to the women that are single parents. And that's all I have to say. Thank you. Have a blessed day.